Hello everyone, I'm Professor O'Keefe, and this is the first introduction video for Module 1 of Introduction to Literature. I am a remote instructor right now. I used to be on the Burlingame campus, so you'll be seeing me just recording these videos from my house. And I'll be doing a video like this at the beginning of each module. I just kind of do an overview of the assignments in that module. I try to provide some tips, maybe explain the assignments in a bit different way that helps students out. Students who are most successful in this class are the ones who watch these videos. Often I will give you little hints in there for how to earn more points on assignments, things like that. Might be some extra credit opportunities as well. So I highly encourage you to watch all of the videos. They're usually pretty short, and then I just put them right there at the beginning of the module in the overview section, and then I also post them in the announcement. So I just want to show you kind of what Module 1 looks like. So here I am in the class. This is the home page. This is what you'll see when you click on the class. And then what I discourage students from doing is just clicking on the assignments over here in order to complete them. The problem is if you just click on these, then you're not getting the rest of the class, which is under the Modules tab. So I'll show you that in a minute, but first I want to show you the syllabus page. Definitely you want to make sure that you keep a copy of the syllabus, pay attention to things like the policies, in particular the late work policy, which is going to be different from your other classes. And then I also have a course at a glance document, which I think for me is really useful, which is why I create these for my classes. And it just lists all of the assignments, their due dates, how many points they're worth, and then what outcome they cover. So basically why we're doing it for this class. And you can just kind of see an overview of how your semester is going to go. So really useful to print off and just kind of keep it, check them off as you do them. Because sometimes I've had students who thought they submitted an assignment and then it didn't turn out that they had submitted it. It disappears off their to-do list because they get a 0 on it. And so then once there's a grade in there, it disappears. And so then they never do the assignment because they never check their grades. And so then they can get themselves kind of in a hole because of that. So if you keep track with a checklist, that's a good idea. So Modules tab, if you're new to Allen, if you've never taken an Allen class before, Getting Started is what you want to start with. The Getting Started module also includes how to get your textbook. Your textbook is this one for the class. And you can see this. This is our, my 3-year-old's in here. This is our Pearson Literature, going fuzzy on me, 13th edition. And it just gives you an overview of just different types of literature. We're covering fiction, poetry, and drama. And those are the 3 genres of literature that we're covering in the class. And you'll see that we're kind of divided out into the different modules. We're first going to cover some fiction, and then we'll do poetry, and then we'll do drama. I also have a section on academic honesty that I would like for you to go through because obviously we don't tolerate plagiarism in this class. Anytime you're doing writing, I expect it to be your own writing. And then the other issue that we are encountering now within the past 6 months or so has been increasingly used is AI generators for writing. Obviously, that is also considered plagiarism. I will consider it plagiarism for this class. You will get a 0 if you use an AI generator for your work. It doesn't matter whether it's a discussion board post or an entire essay. You'll get a 0 if you're using AI to do your work in this class. So then this first module is just introductory stuff. There's not a lot going on. We're starting this class on a Tuesday, and so because we're kind of have one less day in that week, then each module runs for 1 week. There's not a lot in this first module. We're just trying to get you introduced to things. What I typically do is I'll have one module open and then the next one won't open until the kind of the Friday after the first previous module is open. And so you'll have a few extra days to work on each module at the beginning, which is why I encourage you to just kind of get in and get some of those assignments done right away so that you have plenty of time moving forward to get things submitted. However, I don't allow students to work really far ahead because I just can't grade that fast. So I don't want you working on an essay, you know, in 3 or 4 modules when I need you to be working on, you know, this discussion board right now, because this is the topic that we're discussing right now. So you can't work ahead in the class. You can only work kind of where we're at, but I usually give you a few days on either side to help out with that. So the module 1 is pretty basic. All you're doing is you're going to send me a welcome email. You can do this either with your Allen email, or you can go over here to your inbox and you can use that through Canvas. It's very useful. Also sends you an email, sends a person an email if you're using your Canvas inbox. And then these are just the questions that I want you to answer in your email. And then discussion board, kind of introductory, very standard type of discussion board that I want you to do. And then we have a quiz over academic honesty. So that would be coming out of the academic honesty module. So pretty simple, not a huge deal. We're not even getting into any literature at this point, but the next module 2 will be open at the end of the week, and so that's when we're going to start doing the overview stuff and really getting into what are different types of literature, what can you do with literature, what should you understand when you read literature, and that kind of thing. A couple other things that I want to point out to you. Your grades list, a really important tab to keep track of. You can see I tried to take this quiz and I didn't actually answer any questions. But I'm always surprised at how many students go in here and don't ever check their grades, which is, as an instructor, kind of shocking, honestly, but you need to be keeping track of what you've submitted. If there's a little like needs grading symbol, then I obviously haven't graded it yet. If there's a number, then it's been graded. You can go in and look at the feedback. I leave feedback on everything. It might be just general feedback. It might be a rubric depending on what the assignment is. So there is a lot that you can look at with this class. So that is the overview of module 1. If you have any questions at all, make sure that you send me an email right away, especially if you haven't gotten your textbook. That's important to get immediately because obviously literature, we have to have some literature to read. You have to have this textbook. That's not an option not to. So if you have not ordered your textbook, we are a rental system, and so you need to get it ordered right away, get it mailed to your house immediately so that you can start working on the assignments in module 2. If you have any questions, send me an email. Otherwise, have a great week.